There was no way in the world I could have made it by myself. It had to be the Lord that pulled me through. It had to be the Lord that carried me through. It had to be God to see me through. And I found that when we go through things, amen, we feel like that we cannot make it, and what we cannot do, amen, God can do. Amen. Praise that. So knowing that God has our back and that God will back us up no matter what we face, amen, we can't, God can. Amen. What we can't handle, God will give us the strength to be able to handle it, and we can handle it by the grace of God. If we're not careful, we'll convince ourselves, amen, what we're going through, amen, is always going to be like this. We'll never break free from the things that trouble us, amen. By doing so, we literally take the victory out of our hands and we hand it over to the enemy. Amen. But God has made us a victorious people. Amen. God has made us a glorious people. Amen. And I say all the time that we're never subservient to the enemy. We try to judge somebody. We need to remember that we have a past and we come from somewhere too. No matter how sparkly clean you think you may be, y'all ain't gonna talk back to me. Can I preach to somebody that came from somewhere and you still feeling guilt in your head, still down knowing that God delivered you and set you free? Here we are with a bowed down head, said, I'm unworthy to be in the house of God. I'm unworthy to be in church. And the truth is, we're all unworthy, though. None of us deserve the unmerited favor towards us. But God saved us and delivered us, not for us to have a bowed down head. Can I get a witness here? But for us to lift up our head and confess and say, see what the Lord has done. Jeremiah now. Lord, I'll give them a story here. Jeremiah now is in prison in the courtyard. His cousin comes by and see him. He says, Jeremiah, what are we going to do? Jeremiah says, I want you to go and buy some land. And when you purchase the land, take the deeds, put them in a jar, and seal them tight. Do I have a witness here? Because God has made me a promise that when this is all over, that this is going to be a blessed place. Lord have mercy. God said, I don't forget the promises that I made you, but take them and put them in a bottle. Keep them in a safe place, because I'm going to do what I said that I'm going to do. Lord have mercy. So now they're mad at Jeremiah, and now his cousin can't understand. You mean to tell me they talking about killing you? The Babylonians are coming in to take the country, and you want me to go get real estate? You want me to go buy land? I don't know if this is really a good time, Jeremiah, for me to go out and try to buy something. Lord have mercy. I don't know if this is a good time, Jeremiah, for us to be focused on stocks and bonds, but rather we need to be trying to do something to make sure we stay alive. Jeremiah said, listen, I got a promise from God that this ain't gonna kill us. I got a promise from God that we gonna come out of this. I got a promise from God that we gonna recover. Lord, I got to go. But can I preach to somebody that know that God's gonna allow you to make a full recovery? Invested in God when it looked bad. I trusted God when it didn't look good. I heard the bad news, but I still believe what God. Things that are impossible with man, they're possible with God. When we can't, God can. Anybody willing to invest in God? It don't look good right now. It's falling apart right now. Feel like you're about to lose your mind. Is there anybody in here willing to invest in God? I don't see it, but I'm going to trust him that when the storm passes over, when it's all said and done, I'm going to be sitting in a large place. Can I get somebody to trust and believe God? It don't look good right now, but I'm going to hold on to what God said. I did everything I could. I tried all I could. I'm determined now. I'm at my wit's end. But when we can't, tell somebody God can.